Okay, so first of all, I would just like to give a quick disclaimer that this video is very late. I was waiting for my new computer to come for Christmas, but oh man, that wait was worth it. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this video because man, I worked so hard on it. It's gonna be a snake video, you guys. Because I love snakes and I want to talk more about them, I also made this a top 15 because there are a lot of deadly snakes from around the world and from different families. So to add variety and to make my list stand out, I compiled a top 15 list. The choices for my list are simple. They are ranked by venom toxicity, aggressiveness, time it takes to kill, and the amount of people they kill each year. Enjoy. Number 15, Diamondback rattlesnake. By far the deadliest snake in North America, the Diamondback rattlesnake, both the eastern and western, are menaces to society. Rattlesnakes are the first vipers on this list, as they have keeled scales, arrow-shaped heads, and give birth to live young. They also have heat-sensing pits that they use to track prey. Anyways, when it comes to the rattlesnake, they are by far the best snake when it comes to intimidation. When they shake their rattles, you know some really bad crap is about to happen. However, out of the hundreds of people the Diamondback bites each year, almost 90% survive, so therefore it can't be ranked higher. But if you seriously did get bit by one, then all I have to say is, what is wrong with you? The rattle is there for a freaking reason. You are dumber than a horror movie character. If you don't want to get bitten and envenomated by the snake, then don't even try to pick it up in the first place. Idiot. Number 14, Boomsling. The only colubrid snake on this list, the Boomsling is one pretentious danger noodle compared to its rat snake and king snake relatives, although this snake is shy and would rather slither away than fight your useless. The Boomsling has only killed one person so far, a famous herpetologist named Carl Schmidt, who got bitten by a juvenile but didn't have the balls to seek medical attention, instead writing down all of his symptoms in a journal. All of them, except the last one. Symptoms of the Boomsling can include nausea, dizziness, sleepiness, internal bleeding, and your blood turning into water as this snake's venom is hemotoxic. Number 13, King Cobra. The largest venomous snake in the world, the King Cobra primarily feeds on other snakes, including its own kind. Despite being huge, however, king cobras are shy and primarily avoid humans, but due to deforestation, the cobras are driving closer to human settlements, making this snake endangered. Luckily, I have put a link so you can contribute to the conservation of this species. The king cobra's venom isn't that toxic compared to other snakes, but what it lacks in potency, it makes up for in volumes due to its immense size. One might even say it's the Tom Brady of venomous snakes, because despite its severe absence of talent and venom, it makes up for in sheer volume and stats. Contrary to degenerosity, the king cobra bite cannot give you syphilis. That is an STD, like AIDS or herpes. Symptoms of the king cobra bite include dizziness, sleepiness, numbness, paralysis, and respiratory failure. Luckily, as I stated, king cobras are shy, introverted snakes and cause fewer than 5 deaths a year. But don't take my word for it, just ask Chandler and Kevin. Number 12, Death Adder. Oh god, we still have 11 more to go. Anyways, despite its name, the Death Adder is actually an elapid, just like the king mentioned previously, not a viper. The Death Adder is the fastest striking snake in the world. They can be found in Australia, where we will get to other venomous snakes later on. Despite the Death Adder's amazing strike, they are pretty lazy snakes and tend to spend most of the day sitting around and not moving. While they are widespread across Australia, they face threat from the cane toad invasion. The Death Adder has fixed fangs which deliver venom that cause muscle paralysis, abdominal pain, headaches, and drowsiness. Number 11, Ferdinand. The deadliest snake on the western side of the globe, the Ferdinand is an aggressive snake which bites the most people per year in Latin America. This pit viper primarily waits in the shadows on the jungle floor, looking to snatch up frogs, mice, bats, or insects.
The Fer-de-Lance's venom is hemotoxic, causing cellular walls to collapse, swelling, internal and external bleeding, and sepsis. I'm going to give you a quick warning, so if you're sensitive to certain images, then this is your chance to get away, because it gets nasty with a Fer-de-Lance bite.
Okay, so quick disclaimer, I actually decided to not include the pictures of the Ferdinand Spike because the worst of the worst bites can actually be really gruesome, and I don't want to include them because I worry that YouTube may take this video down. So you guys have been spared.
Luckily, a Fer-de-Lance hasn't killed a human since 1984. I believe, though, that shouldn't be an excuse to go play around with one. Number 10, sea snake. Now entering the top 10, we have the sea snake, an aquatic member of the Elapidae family that produces the most toxic venom of any snake. So why isn't it number 1? Well, this snake is shy and their fangs rarely pierce human skin. They can actually be useful when it comes to protecting humans from other dangerous sea creatures. Sea snakes eat moray eels. Yes, the big scary eels that bite humans with their double-rowed serrated teeth. Sea snakes kill and eat them. But sea snake venom is still incredibly toxic, and in the rare cases where a human gets bit by one, it only takes less than 0.1 milligrams per kilograms of venom to kill. This venom causes brain hemorrhaging and can kill in less than 10 minutes. Number 9, Gaboon Viper. The Gaboon Viper is the premier guerrilla soldier of the Reptilia class. Not only can it not be seen from the jungles of the Democratic Republic of the Congo floors, but also has the longest fangs of any snake in the world, 2 inches long, and snap open like switchblade knives to pierce the skin of any unsuspecting creature. The Gaboon Viper rarely bites and kills people, but because it is so well camouflaged in the jungle floor, it has to be put on here at number 9. Number 8, Sawscale Viper. Oh yes, baby, now we're getting into the good crap. The Sawscale Viper is a member of the Big Four in India, which includes the deadliest snakes in Asia, which will be on this list. The Sawscale Viper may be small, but don't be fooled. This snake packs a lethal punch with magnitudes of venom big for its size. The Sawscale Viper, or carpet viper, consists of several different subspecies that make up the Echis genus, and can be found in parts of Pakistan, India, the Middle East, and North Africa. This viper is shy and likely won't bite, but then again, because it's so small, it's easy to step on them and get injected with hemotoxic, cytotoxic, neurotoxic, and cardiotoxic venom, which usually causes extreme blood clots and coagulation. Number 7, Russell's Viper. The Russell's Viper is pretty much everything the Sawscale Viper is, but only worse. It's bigger, so it carries more venom, up to 150 to 200 milligrams per bite for adult specimens, with a lethal dose of up to 40 milligrams per humans. This snake is also more aggressive than the Sawscale Viper and has heat-sensing pits to detect whether or not a potential enemy is nearby. Since the snake is nocturnal, moves sluggishly, and lives on the ground, people are likely to step on them, and that's no good. When bit, the snake's venom affects the bloodstream, causing blood vessels to fill up until they burst, leading to internal bleeding and destroying blood cells by inflating them until they eventually pop. However, this can be a good thing for some people, as the Russell's Viper's venom is used for medicinal purposes. Its venom has been developed to help people with low blood pressure to help blood clot better. The Russell's Viper was described in 1797 and is named after herpetologist Patrick Russell. Number 6, Common Crate. The common crate kills up to 10,000 people a year in India. Most of them are sleeping children because these snakes are nocturnal. The bite of the common crate can take up to 4 to 8 hours to kill and has a 70 to 80% mortality rate for the untreated. Number 5, Indian Cobra. The last of India's big four, much like the common krait, the Indian cobra is a night hunter which usually bites people while they are sleeping. Actually, because of the amount of people who are bitten and killed by the cobra and krait, the Indian government began sending beds to the people in villages so they don't get bitten. With a venom yield of up to 169, nice, to 610 milligrams, it can take less than 0.59 milligram per kilogram to kill. Symptoms of getting bit are usually respiratory failure, paralysis, and cardiac arrest. Death can also occur in less than 30 minutes for some people. However, only about 9% of the people who are bitten die. Number 4, tiger snake. We now transition into the Australian snakes. Australia holds the 10 most venomous snakes in the world and is the only place on Earth with more venomous than non-venomous species. We will start off the list of deadly Australian snakes with the tiger snake. Much like its big cat namesake, the tiger snake is a fierce predator which uses its stripes as camouflage. Tiger snakes are extremely adaptable as they can survive all across the Australian coast, in trees, swamps, marshes, or sand dunes. The tiger snake is a member of the Elapidae family, just like the cobras and kraits, and can even spread out their necks as a defense mechanism like cobras. But if your dumbass ignores it, then you can get bitten and injected with 35 to 65 milligrams of venom with a 3 milligram lethal cocktail of neurotoxins, coagulants, hemolysins, and myotoxins, which can cause pain in the lymph nodes, armpits, and groin, sweating, numbness, and eventually paralysis. Despite it being extremely dangerous and the extremely painful way they kill, the tiger snake is protected by Australian law, probably because they don't want any smoke with them. And I respect that. Just leave the snakes alone, you clowns. Number 3, eastern brown snake. The second most venomous land snake in the world, the eastern brown snake is fast, aggressive, and toxic. This snake is unique because it kills its prey using both venom and constriction. It accounts for the most deaths among snake bites annually among Australians. Its lethal dose is only 3 milligrams and can kill by causing severe headaches, cardiac arrest, hypotension, and collapse. Number 2, inland taipan. This is the most venomous land snake in the world, so why isn't it number 1? Well, it's because the time it takes to kill is only about 45 minutes, and there is one snake that kills faster than that. The inland taipan is still no joke, however, as its venom can kill up to 150,000 rats or 100 fully grown men. But there is still one more snake left, one so venomous, aggressive, and feared that has to be placed at number 1. Number 1, the black mamba. The second longest and fastest snake in the world is also the deadliest. Its size, strength, athleticism, venom yield and toxicity, and time it takes to kill makes the snake a nightmare for African citizens and tourists. The black mamba can chase you down at 14 miles per hour, so you probably can't outrun it. It can strike nearly 4 times in only a fraction of a second. It can grow up to 14 feet long, so it has a huge venom yield and a lethal dose of 0.33 milligrams per kilogram as a result. This snake can kill you in as little as 20 minutes. And while the rest of these snakes live in somewhat populated areas with a supply of antivenom to treat you with, considering how third world Africa is, your chances of survival from this snake are basically 0. So if you get bit, take whatever God you believe in, Jesus, Allah, Donald Trump, because some of you guys watching this are probably like that. Pray that they help you before you succumb to its venom, or find a conveniently placed hospital to go to. I honestly can't further describe how deadly this snake is, so I'm just going to say this. The black mamba isn't just the most dangerous snake in the world, but it's also one of the most dangerous animals in the world. R.I.P. Kobe though. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something from it. If you did, then leave a like and comment down below, and subscribe for future videos. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later.